Today on DC News Now, DC's mayor unveiling new steps to tackle crime. What she is saying to keep people safe.
We don't want escalation.
Plus, how lawmakers plan to avoid escalation as the war between Israel and Hamas continues. Then, how the Washington Wizards are getting ready for their season opener.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at noon. I'm Ben Dennis in for Mark Hall. Right over to meteorologist Damon Matson joining us with the latest look on the forecast. Damon, fall is on full display. It was quite crisp out there this morning.
Oh, it certainly was. We ended the weekend with that chilly air and a little bit of wind that was gusting around as well behind that storm system that passed through earlier on in the weekend. And some locations last night, folks, my goodness, did it get cold out there. Now, closer to DC and the I-95 corridor, if we can pull up the map here, we definitely saw temperatures stay in the 40s, but low to mid 40s. No doubt you felt that chill walking out the door this morning, but look back into parts of Northern Virginia, West Virginia, and Western Maryland. Temperatures down to freezing in Culpeper, colder than that back toward Luray, and we saw those lower 30s right near that freezing point starting to become a little more common, and there was frost out there for some of our western counties earlier this morning. So no doubt a very crisp start, but with a lot of sunshine in place, temperatures have really started to recover here back into the 50s at the very least. As we go on into the rest of the afternoon, we can expect those temperatures to jump back into the 60s with a lot of sunshine in place. And the other good thing here is those breezy conditions we dealt with on Saturday and Sunday not going to really be a factor here today, allowing things to feel that much warmer. But folks, the calm winds, the clear skies tonight, we now have frost advisories here in the light blue and a couple of freeze warnings, including Culpeper there in Virginia for tonight, as a widespread frost is looking rather likely. So how cold are we going to get later on tonight? We'll have a look at your full forecast coming up here in just a bit.
Plenty ahead. Thank you, Damon. Meantime, DC's Mayor Muriel Bowser revealed new legislation that seeks to drive down violent crime and drug activity in the district. It's called Addressing Crime Trends Now, or ACT Now. Bowser says the new bill will address recent public safety challenges, including giving law enforcement more tools to hold criminals accountable. She says the new proposal is what the community has been telling her. Take a listen.
We know, for example, that the criminal behavior directed at our business community, particularly our retailers, is unacceptable. And people in our city are sick and tired of it. People want great businesses in their neighborhoods. They want to go to stores and restaurants, and they don't want to have to worry about those businesses being robbed repeatedly and brazenly.
And stay with us. Our Leonard and Fleming will have more to cover on that story. DC News Now at 4. Meantime, the search is on for the man who police say shot and killed Washington County Circuit Court Judge Andrew Wilkinson. 52 years old, was gunned down in his driveway Thursday night. Officials say it happened hours after he awarded full custody of the suspect's children to his wife. He's been identified as Pedro Argante. Well, over the weekend, and his SUV was found in a wooded area in Williamsport, Maryland. But the search there has been called off after authorities say that there's no evidence of him still being there. Take a look here. This is a picture of Argante. Officials believe he is armed and dangerous. The U.S. Marshal Service says that he has ties to New York, Florida, Indiana, and North Carolina. There is a reward of up to $10,000 for information leading to his arrest. And right now, a water outage is impacting several buildings on the University of Maryland campus. Campus police say that crews are working to restore water. The affected buildings include the University Health Center and the Architecture Building. They are all closed. Some roads are also closed because of the water main break. We'll continue to monitor this story as it develops. And police in Prince George's County are looking for a suspect in connection to a deadly stabbing. Officers say that they got the call around 8:40 last night. It happened near Metzerat Road in Adelphi. This is near the University of Maryland golf course. PG County police say a man was found with multiple stab wounds. He was rushed to a local hospital, but he died from his injuries there. That investigation is ongoing. Developing this afternoon, D.C. police searching for a suspect who snatched this dog from a woman in Fort Totten yesterday. Police say this happened on Galloway Street near the metro station just after 10:15. Officials say the woman was walking when the suspect pulled out a gun and took the dog, Max. They say that when she tried to get him back, she was assaulted. A detailed description, however, of the suspect was not provided. And if you're headed down to Florida Avenue in the district, watch your speed, maybe even pump the brakes. A new speed camera is helping to curb a speeding problem. Leaders are hopeful that it will keep drivers and pedestrians safe there. The camera is on 600 Florida Avenue. There it is right there. This is near the Howard Theater. Santiago Lacatos, an advisory neighborhood commissioner, says that the camera was installed about a week ago. And on the social media platform X, he said that he hopes the camera will help with what he calls, quote, really dangerous speeding in that area.
Real need is for sort of road redesign that addresses some of those issues. The speed camera, I hope is the preceding, sort of the precedent to something better.
There are also plans in the works to install an all-way stop sign at Berry and 8th Street in Northwest. And an alert this afternoon for food fans. Today's the final day of Arlington's Restaurant Week. There are more than 50 restaurants participating this year. Northern Virginia Bureau reporter Max Marcilla brings us into the dining room.
I got a chicken and a scallop and shrimp.
Standing between the kitchen and the customers, Maison Cheryl's chef and owner Bobby Mayer is in the middle of a busy night.
Nelson, you have truffle fries coming?
It's Restaurant Week at his Clarendon restaurant, and there's no shortage of food and drink requests.
You have baked brie coming?
It's very well organized chaos, as any restaurant worker can understand, and it's a moment they won't take for granted again.
The restaurant was kind of forged by fire, and I think it's a lot better for that, even though COVID was terrible.
This French restaurant opened 2.5 years ago during the pandemic and since has faced plenty of challenges.
We work on the smallest margins. We had to deal with stuff like, price of eggs being like, $100 a case.
Mayor says they've made it through and things are better, but a night like this, a week of nights like this, can help his restaurant and others stay afloat.
I've already heard tonight from Maison Cheryl that they're sold out for the weekend and up 25%. It's really as important as ever to support the local restaurants.
An important week. For diners, it's about quality time together, sharing, sometimes really sharing a meal together. But for Mayor and other restaurant owners, it's about building a customer base so they can support them through whatever challenges the industry will face next.
It's not about like the money at the moment, it's how many customers you capture. So what's tremendous about this is we may see 50 people come back, and they would have never came in the first place if it wasn't for Restaurant Week.
In Arlington, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.
Our thanks to Max. Meantime, several unions are still fighting for better pay and working conditions. The United Auto Workers strike, a movement that we've been following for weeks, is now in its 5th week of negotiations. But the UAW says it will not expand its strike against Ford, GM, and Stellantis. The union proposes a 23% wage hike. It's on the table, but for now, the two sides don't seem any closer to a deal. And the Washington Commanders dropped the ball, losing 14-7 in an important division game against a rival, the New York Giants, yesterday. Washington started on the wrong foot, picking up less than 50 yards in the first half. Quarterback Sam Howell fought through 6 sacks, but he threw almost 250 yards, yet never able to get the ball into the end zone. While the Commanders' defense excelled for most of the game, 2 passing touchdowns in the second quarter sealed the team's loss.
They came out in the second half and gave themselves a chance to win, but you can't go down 14-0 and expect to pull things out all the time. To me, it's really about how you bounce back more than it is anything else. With 10 games left to go, you never know what's going to happen. But you got to take them one at a time. You got to stay focused on it. We'll correct these things. There's a lot of things that we can correct. A lot of things we're going to get better at, and we'll continue to get work at it, and we'll see what happens.
DC's defeat sets the Commanders at 3-4 on the season. They hope to bounce back, however, against division-leading Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday. And in Washington County, one public school goes above and beyond to make sure that all students are living up to their full potential, regardless of their abilities. And now it's being recognized for its work. Our Skylar Salas shows us.
The recognition of being a Special Olympics Banner Unified Champion school has only been bestowed on about 10 schools throughout the state of Maryland, one of those schools being Clear Spring High School in Washington County.
Our school has risen to the challenge of making sure every student at Clear Spring feels included and part of our team here at the school.
Seniors Hazel Edwards and Emma Gossard are partners on and off the tennis court at Clear Spring High School. In the Best Buddies program, they get the chance to socialize. In the Unified Sports program, Hazel is able to work with Emma and her social skills with some help from the structure that playing tennis can provide.
There was like a little bit of a gap where they need someone to come along and coach them. So then me as a partner, I come in and, for instance, like tennis with Emma, sometimes it can be hard to remember all the rules and stuff, but then I'm there sort of as a buddy to help the game go along and to just be an encouragement.
It's Hazel. I get to walk the ball.
Since Hazel and Emma have been paired together, coaches have seen how impactful the programs are for Emma.
They just worked extremely well together. Sometimes she maybe wasn't feeling well enough to actually participate, but she would still be a positive encouragement for all of the members on the team.
And for Hazel, it's a win too.
I think that it's really important that we have something where it doesn't matter about your ability, how competitive you are, whether you even know anything about the sport, that you can still do it. You can enter at any level.
Now, out of about 8,000 schools nationwide, only 250 participate in the Special Olympics Unified Champion program. Reporting in Washington County, Maryland, Skylar Salas, DC News Now.